Sorry, setting things up here. I think I'm good now. Okay, hello. Always Dizzy here. A little bit of a later stream start today. I've been pretty busy today, which is good because, well, it's been a little while since I've been decently productive. So, yeah, I'm going to start with puzzle streak of 39 before I play any games. And, yeah, let's get going. So yesterday I did a lesson with Alessandro, and then I did a puzzle streak, but I screwed up, and then I was just too tired to continue, and so I just ended it there. So hopefully I get a game in today. I think either if I take here, yeah, this is an underrated. Wow, this is going to be a tough batch, I guess. So that's the king was overloaded there, but that was a tough puzzle for number 2. His bishop's hanging. I should be able to just. Okay. Shrug it off. Shrug it off. Oh my god. What good does that? Oh, then he's pinned. I'm extremely full. I just finished eating dinner, late dinner. I've been so hungry lately, just like a pregnant woman. Just can't get enough. Check, and then what? Oh, I can't get comfortable. Oh, check. Oh my god, I am rusty. Okay, I really need to focus. So rook e8, f5. I just go f6, I think. There's a fork. If we can get the knight to f2, or else we win the queen. Didn't realize how tired I was until I started streaming. I'm ready for bed. Hard to even think here. I'm thinking maybe rook hd8, just trying to mate on d1. But I can't even go to d1. Oh, maybe could I take on g3 and then rook h5? I think that's it. Although I wonder if I can go rook h5 first. But even if I took, I don't actually have a follow-up there. This one seems hard. And if I take the knight first, and then fg, and then rook h5, he can just defend. Hello, Lewis. Oh, but I could take with the bishop. So if I go rook h5, knight takes, I can take with the bishop. And that'll be a mate. So rook h5. But then again, if it was my move here, rook h5, queen h2, king f1. I don't know the continuation. Do I just come back? Seems wrong. Okay, I'm going to play rook h5, but so it is taking first, hey? So taking and then and then rook d2. Okay, and if he takes this way, then rook h5. I missed rook e2, rook d2. Okay, starting over. Check and then rook. Okay, this is a weird one. Oh, I was going to do that. Well, I could. No, I can't. So sleepy. And I'm tired. What the hell? What the hell am I supposed to do? I'm thinking like taking and then after rook g4, king h7. And I don't, I mean, he's got a check, but I can, I don't, that's a terrible puzzle. Not a fan of this batch so far. So I can take on c3. Why does it? Oh, if we take with a queen, we have a fork here. So that looks to be the best option. This is a mate in 3. We have a check and another check. No, then no, here. Yeah, so maybe knight b6, and then it's going to be mate. Okay, we have queen h3, so it's mate in 2. Mate in, nope. Rook e8, rook d8. And then I take the queen. So rook h7, and he can't stop. Can't stop it. We have queen g7. Oh, excuse me. Very tired tonight. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at queen g7. And then I can take his bishop, I think. Yeah, he does it this way. Don't like that puzzle. This wins his queen. Knight b3, I should say. And we have queen to give a check somewhere. Yeah, so we do it on here. We do it on h2. Then we can pick up a piece here. And this is just a mate in 2. And we have rook b8, which I think wins a piece. I did miss that, but this will keep 2 pieces under attack. And this will be a lifeline. Whoops, it's not a lifeline, but we have a way out there. I think it's just queen f6, king g8, bishop h6, and I don't see how he's stopping mate there. But he is... No, he is doing stuff. Could we survive that? Queen d1, king h2. I actually think we survived that. And there's still no way for him to stop mate, so I'm actually going to sack that. And so he just goes this way. This would have been the better way. We take the queen. So I want to leave this open for the rook, so I'm thinking check. Okay, that doesn't work. Yeah, I think then rook e1. So I'm thinking queen c1, rook f1, rook e1, and then he can't protect that rook, and he can't check us, and he can't take, because it would be mate. Okay, we are white. We have no queen. So check. Wait. We have a bishop. So this would be mate. Oh, there's a fork here. Okay, we are black. So he can get in the square, but we have pants here. We have pants, and that should be good enough. And so I believe we give a check. And then if he goes after here, he's going to be too far. Yeah, so this is just pants. So yeah, we run this one, and then he's going to be outside the box. Okay, well, check looks natural. If he flees to d2, then I might just bring in the king. Should be good enough. Yeah, so I think king d4. He's going to be too slow to do anything useful. Yeah, we just give a check here. The most natural move. I don't think it's anything special. Okay. Really, really trying to stay awake here. Look at my posture, or lack thereof. Equal material. No, we're down a pawn. There's the fork here, so I could trade and then knight b6. And I don't think he can do anything fancy there. We will take the bishop. Okay, so let's look at a check. If he blocks with the rook, then queen e6 looks like it's going to be pretty close to mate. Oh no, that'll pick up his rook, and then I don't know if we could stop his perpets. I am going to go with that. I just feel like we should be able to stop his perpets here, because we have a knight close by. So I can go bishop h7. If he goes king h8, then queen h4 is probably strong enough. But it is a little tricky. Okay, yeah, this is kind of complicated. Okay, so first of all, yeah, but I mean, that's my instinct. First of all, he can't go king f7 because we win his queen. So, and same thing if he takes. So that's why king h8. King h8, I was thinking queen h4. Or maybe rook h5. So king h8, say queen h4, queen e3 check. And king h1, queen c1. That doesn't look so good. Technically, I have knight e1 there. And possibly I'm winning with knight e1, but that's a little iffy. So bishop h7, king h8. Maybe it's rook h5. Or just anything, really. Yeah. So what? So if rook h5 and then queen e3, rook e3, bishop g6, king g8. He's actually okay there. But it has to be it's kind of lame. No, I should calculate it. So bishop h7, king h8. Who do we appreciate? Yeah, I don't know. This line. King h1, queen c1. I was thinking 91. No, sorry. Well, 91. No, I guess he could take. So yeah, that wouldn't work. But it might be maybe bishop h7, king h8, rook h5. Rook h5, queen e3, rook e3. Bishop g6, king g8. But again, he's fine there. I still think this has to be the first move, but I don't know the second move. Don't know the second move. Queen h5, queen e3. King h1, queen c1 check. Queen c1, I might have knight g1. Wow, I'm going to look at that with the engine after. I might have knight g1. And so it ends here. This is the easy way. I want to show you that other line. And I bet you knight g1 is the saving move. So had the computer played king h8, which is probably the better line. No, so it isn't queen. I was looking at this. Oh, you can sack the queen. Huh? But I was looking at this and see knight g1. This is winning. No, it's not winning. Wow. I just thought he just attacks the queen. He just attacks the queen. But also, there was queen e1 here. Oh my god, rook f1. Totally missed that. Missed queen e1 there. So it was actually, it was rook h5, but then I thought queen e3, rook e3, and I didn't know what to do here. This is a tough one. Bishop d3, and then you take on c4. Oh my god. This is underrated. I'm giving a downvote. Come on, that's rated 1700? Jeez, Louise. I didn't think it would be so hard. So this just wins a bishop. How was that last one rated 1700? That should have been rated 2300. So if we go boom, 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 then I should be okay. Check, we're surviving. Okay, so let's look at the forcing move, and then we win as queen. Check, check, yeah. So we can take the rook, and then after bishop takes, we have knight f2. And then we either do a discovery or we take the queen. So let me calculate the material after that, because we are down a bishop to start. but we would be taking a rook. Yeah, so we'd be up the exchange. Okay, well, just a mate in 2 or 3. There's king h7, but then I can probably take on f7. Yeah, this has to be it. I don't see how else would it be anything else. And then take, check. Where's the finish? It's also possible it's queen e7. Because he has no checks other than sacking his rook. So rook g2, king g2. Check. Bishop f2. Queen g5. Queen f1. And then queen h3. Feels like eventually we could avoid that. I think I'm going to go queen e7 here. Okay, that was scary. So there's almost a mate in 1. Rook f2. I'm threatening it queen h2. And then if rook takes f2, queen takes d1. But then there's king g2. But that's interesting. Rook f2 is very interesting. Because I think he has to take it. Actually, there might be bishop g2. No, then it's mate again. Yeah, so I think rook f2. I think he has to take... Rook takes f2. So rook takes f2. Queen takes d1. And then after king g2, I take his rook. Which is scary because he's close to promoting still. But it seems pretty good. Rook f2, queen takes d1, king g2. Yeah, g takes f2, queen c1. No, well, queen c1. Where's his king? I think his king's still on g2. Then I can take here, check. Okay, I'm going to go with this line. And then, yeah, take his rook. And it ends there. Whew, that was a tough one. I like this square. So I want to take and then queen d4. This is what I saw immediately, this fork. So I think we take and then queen d4. Yeah, I think it's as simple as that. So. Equal material. Well, we're down a pawn. His queen might have trouble keeping a connection. On his knight. But he seems okay there. What about queen f4? Because if he plays f6, I have knight e6. So it might just be queen f4. I think it's queen f4. Queen f4, f6, knight e6. It's looking good. I'm going to play it. Yeah, I mean, you have to be more confident. And last one. So we're in check. We have no pawns. We're down 3 pawns here. So I could take and then rook e8. But what's so good about that? Then I'm going check here. Yeah, see, what I like about this is I effectively gain a tempo. I get a tempo. And I'm getting in here, check, and I'm going to win his rook too. So, but on that basis alone, I'm going to play this. Yeah, check. And we're going to win his rook. And I'm done. I'll get one wrong on purpose now. Just go here. Okay, that took me 31 minutes. Not bad. Well, kind of. It's not great either, but it was not too bad. Not too bad. 31 minutes. Now I can play a game as my reward. Oh God, I just gaining so much weight. I just feel so full and hungry at the same time. Okay, here we go. But at least my sleeping schedule is slowly getting normalized. So I'm happy about that. Okay, we have an Alpin playing a 2190. Oh, f3. So I don't know what this is. Do I want g6? Do I want e6? I really have no idea what I want. Yeah, I think, well, I don't know. Why am I wasting time? Analyze the opening after the game, not now. Just play moves. The clock is too important. D5? Yeah, maybe D5 here. Bishop B3. And then D4. I might get overextended, but I'm going to play it. Actually, he might just take. Yeah, he might just take and then do nothing. But his d-pawn may become weak. And this shows itself a little bit now too. Here I'm hitting g3, and that might cause him to create more weaknesses than he wants. Plus, I might even have knight g2. Maybe not. Maybe bishop f5 and then knight f4. So bishop f5, if g4, I don't know. It seems very weakening. Yeah, I could also bring in my other knight. And then here. Okay, but yeah. Okay, let's do that. It's kind of a scary looking square because we only have one threat with that bishop. Okay, so he guards against knight f4 and prepares to castle. I could still play knight f4 anyways. Maybe bishop g4, but then knight g3. Yeah. Okay, let's just develop for now. And then he might go knight g3 or castles. I think he will castle first, though. No, a4, that seems misguided. Okay, I could play knight b6, but that also seems misguided. What about bishop h4, knight g3, and then knight f4? That looks good. So I think this is okay. One thing though is that this knight will be under attack. So he might be able to take once and then g3, but I can always come back, and then I think I've created a bit of weakness there for him. Okay, and it's possible he takes. Okay, I'm gonna play here though. Oh wait, I might drop c5, bishop h4, g3. Yeah, plus yeah. Okay, so maybe I could go b6, a5. No, I could take there then. No. b6, a5. I guess I have knight a5. Okay, I'm going to go b6. And then maybe queen d7. Okay, so here, I might just go bishop b6 here. And then knight f4 is the threat. So knight f4, d5, I can probably take. So let's do that. So d4, I'm gonna go ed, I think. And then I can play bishop f6 later too. Oh, I somehow missed knight, whatever that square is. f5 kills my bishop and is illegal. So I don't advise that. I missed knight e4. What's wrong with king h8? I am threatening f5. I'm going to do it. I'm trying to play a little quicker. Wow, I know I'm playing slow, but my opponent's playing so quick. I'm cold. I'm going to put something on in a minute after this game. Okay, bishop e3. I could go knight d5 and then just see what he does. So I might even repeat here. He's higher rated and he's got 3 minutes on the clock if he comes here. I'll repeat. So he might need to go maybe to c1 or to d2. He goes back. I will repeat. Be totally content with a draw. Okay. Oh, I'm getting a deja vu. Yeah, so I think so f5. Like that's a very A very committal move, weakening my king, but okay. So I could go knight h5. I could go a million squares here. Actually, why didn't I do this earlier? I should have played this earlier. Oh no, because if I take it, he can take this a pawn. Okay. So maybe I double up here, create a little battery. Kind of weird to lead with the queen, but it should be okay. And I'll move the A rook, I think. Oh yeah, he just gets off. I was looking at rook c8 knight b4. It's kind of interesting. Hello, duck duck. Yeah. I might need to get off of that as well. I'm getting a little scared. Oh, he's got this. Okay, maybe I should play a6, I think, actually. a6. I don't want knight b5 or bishop b5 in there. Okay, and then we'll sidestep. And now I really have to crank the clock. He just dropped a piece. I will take it without hesitation. There's no need to overthink such moves. I only have 3 minutes here. I think that was just a straight up blunder. Yeah. I might just come back where well, no. Just go back because we knew we were safe here, and this would have dropped the f pawn. Yes, I would have a discovery, but no. And I like keeping pressure here. Okay, I can force a trade. No, you know what? Can he hit anything else there? No. So just defend it. Just defend it. I don't want to give him anything if I don't have to. Now I will go for this trade. Does it drop a pawn? No, it doesn't. Okay, so this technically works. Queen defends e5. Bishop defends c5. And I trade off a piece. Okay, well now I can put pressure on that. I might, but then there's this again. Feels like there's a tactic here. Actually, maybe I can do that because then I can take here. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. But I don't know if I'm getting needlessly sharp. But if he takes an f5, I can take here on c4, I think, because you have 2 pieces under attack and no good Zwischenzugs. But I'm really low on the clock here. And at this point, yeah, at this point, no more overthinking it. Just simplify and make moves because I'm so low on the clock. And then don't forget about f5. Yeah, don't forget about f5. In fact, I'm just going to defend it. I really have to play quick here. Maybe, okay, maybe rook b d8. Rook b d8. This knight is annoying, but that's the only piece that annoys me is his knight. Okay, take. He unravels a bit. Yeah, I don't really like what's happening, but I can, if he takes, I've got bishop c5. And I didn't want to give him a passed pawn there, protected passed pawn. So we're just trading here. I have to watch my knight. It's barely hanging on there. I will take, and again, my knight's under attack, but I'm going to offer a rook trade. I'll do it this way. A minute 52. Up a piece, but down, way down on the clock. So pre-move the recapture. Okay. I think, oh, this doesn't quite work. Okay, low blockade. Okay, oh, a minute 30. Oh, I just dropped my knight. Shit. Yeah, that was just the time. That was just the time talking. Yeah, that was just the time. Okay, shit. Too bad. I'm so bad under time pressure. I panic. Yeah, too bad. I got no compensation. No compensation for the night. I'm just trying to attack. I told you this knight is so annoying. It keeps binding me down, but that sucks. I didn't even get a pawn for the knight or anything. Too bad. Well, I got a little something here now. Keyword being little. Is F4 helpful? Not really. I'm going to play it. And then maybe bishop e3. It doesn't really do anything. Okay, I can go here now. But then he's got this, but that's fine. Okay. Actually, I should have taken it. Didn't even... Oh, well. I should have just taken that knight. And I just dropped my rook, but he's blundering. Oh, is he threatening mate there? Okay, go here first. Actually, rook e2 might have been an idea. Okay, that's it's getting complicated here. Hello, Detroit Hagen. Just keep doing this here. So what if he goes here? Then I trade. Queen d1. Could I still just go rook d1? He's still threatening mate. Now I have 28 seconds. Great. Let's drop the bishop. Yeah, I just ran out of time. Okay, I'm not going to analyze that. It was just playing too slow. Playing too slow. I was up a full piece. Just played too slow. Just got to play quick. Moves don't matter. The clock matters. Clock is the only thing that matters in chess. Nothing else matters. So just play random moves because that's what you need to do. Random moves, just play quick. Random moves and just play quick. So this is, the way I'm playing it is like super classical. As classical as you can get. Well, that's not quite true because I played b6. And then, so I know the computer likes to sack the rooks sometimes. I'm not the computer though, but it's tempting, I gotta say. Very tempting to sack here. And there's no reason why, like there's no immediate reason why. I'm tempted to do it. So I'm wondering about c5. Probably I don't want to do that. It weakens my d pawn. My bishop is just atrocious. I don't know what to do here. I don't know. It's an interesting idea. Okay, maybe I will offer this trade. It's my good bishop though. Rook f6 is interesting. My knight is so useless. Maybe I should play c5. c5, let's just say he does take. No, I don't like that. I don't want him attacking this. Okay. Maybe I should somehow get the bishop over here. And how would I do that though? I could move this rook and then, okay, there's an idea. If he attacks me, where am I going though? It's all very awkward. Okay, I'm going to do it though. Okay, so okay, weirdest move in the world. Plus I'm letting him trade this off, but I know it's weird. But I thought worst case scenario, I can go to c6, which is, I know it looks weird and it is weird. Okay, but now I can do something with this knight. Yeah. So now I feel my knight's a little bit better than it was, possibly. He actually castles into all of this, and then I can start to build a bit of an attack. This pawn is kind of like the e5 pawn in a lot of those positions. So again, I'm wondering if I could sack here. And then push. That's too much. He's opening up my bishop though. So like it's starting to open up a little bit. But mostly I don't really know what's going on. So take here though, his I'm losing the thread here. Yeah, and would I want the knight to come in here? Now let's go here. Let's go knight e5, e6, knight e6, and if he takes on e4, then I'll probably take his bishop. Can he then go e5? No, I have his wish and zug. Yeah, so if fe, knight f5, he might take with a pawn. Okay, okay. So here I was going to go rook g6. And let's just do that. And so here he might be threatening bishop h5 when I'm running out of squares to go to. I should probably take this. Tien, because I can't afford it. That's why. So I have knight g5. If h4, technically I have this. I would lose a pawn. Did that lose a pawn? Knight f3? Yeah. Probably that's bad. But I'm going to lose this pawn regardless. Unless I play, I guess, queen d5. I don't know. This is interesting. Maybe knight g5, bishop h6 in this check. Is that a thing? I don't think so. Knight g5, bishop h5. I don't think I can go. Oh, no, I can go here there. But this check I don't think works. King h2. Okay, careful about saying anything, Tien. You shouldn't suggest moves while I can see the chat. Knight g5, bishop h5. Knight h3, king h2. Doesn't look good. So what about knight g5, bishop h6, bishop h5 rather. Yeah, that just doesn't look good. So what was that other line I was looking at? Not to mention that bishop c5 is strong. I'm just dead here, unfortunately. Just dead. I'm trying to find that line where I was going to put a knight on f3. Maybe it was. Maybe I was looking here, but then I just... Okay, whatever. I got to make a move. So bishop h5. He moves the king. So this is defended now. I'd like to trade this off now. So let's make that quick. He still has bishop h5, but then I can take and then I can move the rook. Yeah, because this bishop is right in my face here. If h4, same thing. Well, oh yeah, then I can maybe do that. Okay, so that's just as annoying. But he's pinned there, right? Can I go knight f7? Oh, okay, knight f7. If knight d6, take with the pawn, then I can play on the c file maybe. It's very weird. I mean, I've been having so much trouble with the Dutch. You can take with the queen, unfortunately. Yeah. I could take here. Take. Does the move order matter? It does kind of matter, right? Okay, I don't know. Take this way. Well, actually, you might be able to take it with a pawn. Damn. I should have taken it with the bishop. Okay, so... Oh, never mind. I was screwed either way. Damn, I just can't win a game. Okay, I'll resign. That one I will just look at with the engine though. Not by myself. I'm too... everyone is too good. Plate. Everyone is too good. Oh, I was winning there at the end, but I had no time. What did I miss? I just take it with the queen and... Oh, I somehow miscalculated here. I thought I'm losing a piece. But I have a discovery. Oh, right. Okay, but I would have flagged anyways. I burned too much time there. So to rewind here a little bit, the computer likes how I played all of this. And then instead of, well, knight d7 I guess was okay. So look at that. Rook takes f4. Best move. I was telling you. Hello, Shaman. One of my members. Welcome back. I was telling you the computer likes rook f4, and that's the top move here. It often likes it, but I don't quite know the circumstances when it likes it. And I don't really know how to play here. I'm doing bad. I just lost 2 games. Yeah, so I'm trying to understand when the computer likes to sack. Because White's knight is not great here. We have a strong center. We have the bishop pair. We have more space. And it's not like much better for black. It's just a little bit better, but I will do that every time if I'm a little bit better. Yeah, so I could have done it, but I chickened out and just developed. Then, yeah, so rook f6 I wasn't too sure about. This was, I guess, not great. And I spent 2 minutes on it, too. That was stupid. I shouldn't have spent so long. It just wants to just play normally here, just play whatever. I think sometimes I try too much to gain an edge on every move. And then I just end up burning time instead of just like I should be more satisfied with an equal position. Probably, I think I really I try so hard to get a better position every single move. I'm not satisfied at all with equality. I always want better, but you don't always get better. I mean, often the best you can do is equal, and I think I might need to have to get used to that. And had I been comfortable with that, then I could have just played any normal move. Okay, and then here again, sacking the exchange. Again, the computer likes it. So here, yeah, again, and now this is even close to winning for black. Maybe not winning, but a big advantage now. I think, was it here that I thought about it? I think here I did think about it again, and then I was thinking e3, and that is the best move. But then I thought, well, then what? And then we come here, knight e6. If something like g3, what? Sack another piece? Crazy. White has trouble playing around this pawn on e3. The queen can come in. Wow. This bishop can come in. The rook is not too far away. Wow. What sucks is that I said it. I kept looking at this rook takes, this exchange sack, but yeah, I'm just not comfortable with doing it yet. And then I just got kind of low on the clock here. I spent 3 minutes on knight g5. I really have to get used to. Yeah, I mean, as I say, I think I try to squeeze too much out of every position, and then it hurts me on the clock. I'll be back in 1 minute here. Yeah. I'm having trouble. Wardrobe malfunction. Oh, I'm just getting fat. Too fat. Okay. Ooh, 10 viewers. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I'm cold. I had to put this on. Okay, so we're going to play again. So just to recap that game, I was aware of this, but I have to be a little bit more open to actually doing it. The exchange sack. Rook f6 was not terrible, but I shouldn't spend 3 minutes on some of these moves. I should just be happy with parity. Parity, not ODY. That was kind of the tail of the tape. I just played too slow, really. And then got into a mess, as always. So I'm going to play another one. Hopefully learn from my mistakes. So 2 losses so far. And we have a Sicilian, a French variation of the Sicilian. And okay, the can. So I want the queen on g3. That's my only strategy. And I think here we can actually go e5. No, it's queen a5, right? It's possible it's actually queen e2 first. I seem to recall that being a thing. I think there's also castles. I think they might transpose. I'm going to try queen e2 first because that's just ringing a bell. Castling is obviously fine, but I think this is slightly more optimal for reasons I can't remember. Okay, so I could take or I could not take. I actually think c3 is the move here. And I'm going to play it. These things are ringing bells a little bit. You know, if he takes them, you have 2 central pawns. And, well, now he's threatening to take and then take on c. So now we'll castle. And maybe king h1, f4 is an idea. I don't think it's the worst idea. It does delay development a little bit, but I am going to actually do it. And f4, I'm thinking about. It's hard for me to not develop. I like to develop. He plays h6. I don't know if g5 is his plan or he wants to reroute the knight to g5, but I think I'm ready to play f4. If g5, maybe f5. Okay, d5. Again, I want him to take me versus the other way around. If d5, I think d5 should be okay. Should be okay. And then develop. Maybe a4. Let's do that. Stopping b5. And is this an idea? Bishop c2 is not so bad if he castles. I like how he played, honestly. Okay, b6. Could go knight bf3. That can't be bad, right? Maybe bishop e3 first. And then knight bf3. Now this is like a French. I mean, it is the French variation of the Sicilian, so. But it looks like a French now. Okay, I want this bishop. He might go to d4. Wow, I might almost have knight b5. Could I have done that last move? Yeah, I could have. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. I can almost play knight b5 in some cases. But yeah, I think I want to keep this. I just don't like here, but I think we just have to live with that. So knight e4, we just have to live. Or maybe I take it. Okay, so now knight b5 is looking like a move. But I don't have anything after that. So actually, hang on. Last move, did I blunder? Oh, not yet. Not quite. But if the bishop was here, I could take and then bishop b5. So I wonder if I want to kick that out, but it doesn't quite work. Take. Oh, there we go. We got knight a3. Okay, knight a3, and then we get that. And, oh, he's hitting my queen and my rook. I didn't see that, obviously. So that looks bad. Maybe I can play knight a b5. Okay, knight a b5. The reason I didn't play that right away is because I thought he could take, but I wanted the queen. Yeah, so he removes the queen. And I should probably also move my queen. Because I don't want to let him take with his knight. So I think... Actually, queen g4 is a tempo move. He can play this, but... No, I think I like the tempo move. So let's go queen g4. Quick blunder check. Should be okay. And then... So I got out of there free of charge. His queen is protecting c6. Okay, how do we capture here? Taking this pawn is tempting. Could also take on g7, which might be better. Oh boy. He's on my rook. Maybe it's not better because he takes my rook. Check. Now that would still be good, though. That would still be good. Yeah, so maybe I should take here. We'll test out my calculation, I guess. But to me, logically, that makes sense, right? Because he only took a pawn. So I would get potentially a bishop for a pawn. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do this, and then I take his queen. Oh, so he does do that. And, well, we have to take his bishop. I don't think there's anything. Potentially, I take on c6 first. But no, I'll take here. And wait, I should be up a piece. I'm not up. I'm up a pawn though. I thought I was up a piece. Maybe I had a knight there or a bishop. Okay, I want to take with a bishop. Otherwise, he's got discoveries on my light squared bishop. So I want to take here, even though it's a crappy square for my bishop. I'm just too scared of tactics here. Just too scary. I want to keep the c file closed too. Okay, so I could take and then I don't know. Okay, I'm going to actually take because my bishop was not a great bishop, and then I might force him to kind of close things down here, which I don't know if that's actually what I want in life. Maybe we push. Okay, be brave, be brave, be brave. 3.5 minutes here. King is nice and safe. Open things up. It's kings in the middle. I have pieces that want opening. Long range pieces. Let's open that up. F5 is the move. I don't know. It feels good anyways. Threatening to take on e6 maybe. Just trying to open things up. I don't think I want to play f6. That's the opposite of what I want to do. Yeah, I want things open. So open sesame. I have to be careful now of my queen getting trapped, actually. It's close. Although I am hitting his queen, so he probably has to go queen takes. He resigns. Oh, because of this? Just go here. Oh, because of that. Oh, maybe it is winning. I wasn't looking at it from black's perspective. Yeah, he can't go here because bishop f5, and he can't go fe because of rook takes f1. So I think that was the critical move, just opening up. Yeah, opening things up. That was the position it was calling for it here. It's kings in the middle, the cat and the fiddle. Okay, let's look at that from the beginning. Nice to get a win for once. So yeah, this the can variation. And then I think probably 9 out of 10 games I castle here, but I think queen e2 is slightly optimal, but by like 15 centipawns or something, it rings a bell. And then this also rang a bell, c3. You take a square away from the knight, but you essentially you keep this knight on d4 because black doesn't really want to take and improve white's center. King h1, I'm not sure about. h6 had to have been terrible. I don't know why he played that. And then not sure about e5 either, and I liked a4, bishop e3 might not have been necessary, but I want it to be optimal. I didn't want to play knight d2 and then be in this situation where my bishop doesn't develop for a long time. And this is all fine. And then, yeah, I thought this was a pawn for some reason that he took. But of course it's not a pawn. It was a knight. Yeah, I just forgot. So I wonder if this might have been bad. I don't know. Maybe it was still good, right? No, yeah, it was still good because I'm up a pawn. But I thought I was up a piece for some reason. And this might have been another critical move when I took the knight, because I'm giving up a bishop for a knight, but well, honestly, I didn't even see that my a pawn was getting attacked twice here. But my bishop just felt bad. My bishop is pretty useless here, and all my pawns are in dark squares. So, yeah, was happy to, maybe not happy, but I was okay with trading that off. And then f5. I didn't see that. I didn't see f5 when I took the knight, but position kind of called for it. We have 2 long-range pieces here that's open up to the position, and his king's in the middle, and it just, wow. It all worked out. Ooh, look at that. From 83 to 84. We got one more sub. And that's the graph. Yeah, worked out well. Key points were here. So queen g4, I guess, was not the best move. It wants to play f5 right away. I guess that works too. Yeah. So I could have played f5 earlier. Okay, and then here, it didn't like take on g7. Yeah, it just wants to take first. Oh yeah, I could have just taken first and then on g7. That would have been safer. Okay, I don't know why I didn't do that, but I didn't. Okay, I'm going to play another game. So two losses, 1 win. Playing 2041. Another Dutch we're going to have. This is the Raphael variation, which I don't have great results with. I think d5 is right. I'm pretty sure it's right. Yeah, and then e3 I think is normally what they play. And you can go bishop e7 or bishop d6. There's also c6. I think bishop e6 is pretty standard. Okay, and then here we want to go knight c6. This is the modern variation, which I know I just had my lesson with Alessandro yesterday, and he gave me hell for playing this. But in this line with the bishop on d3, I think it's good. Okay, now I have to remember. I think it's actually g6 here. And then we do some weird pawn push. It's possible I develop first and then I'm going to play g6 though, but it's possible we don't play g6 right away. So this is what he wants, and then yeah, so I know I'm doing fine. I can castle queenside, or I could just keep pushing. So maybe h5. I just remember it being a move, so I'm going to play it. So knight f4, we have bishop f7. It's a very weird opening. It's a really weird opening, but it is what it is. This is one of the worst lines in the Dutch for black. So if we can survive one of the worst lines, I think the other worst line is, the other bad line is the hopped in for black. Okay, so h4 is kind of thematic, I believe. And I think black wants to castle queenside, so I'm going to go queen d7. Because I don't know what h4 actually does. Unless he wants like rook g3 or something. And he's going to castle queenside as well. It's possible he attacks me, and I don't like that if he does, but he doesn't. He castles. And now I really have no idea on what to do. Maybe g5. I don't know if it's worth the move though. What am I doing after g5? I have this hangnail that I keep picking at. Thought I'd share that important piece of information. Maybe king. I don't know. Is that worth the move? How do we continue here? Okay. King b8. Yeah, he doesn't know. Neither of us knows what to do. I was thinking knight h5 because if he takes here, then I'm threatening mate. But the thing is, I'm still not threatening anything with knight h5. Maybe c5 then, but then could have just played c5 earlier. Could always go to e7 and then c5. Bishop g5. Don't really want to play a6. It's a hook. Don't like this though. What about a battery here? Takes. Knight h2. Almost works. Yeah, I want the position to open up. I have the bishop pair. I could start that here. Okay, maybe we'll do that. Just trying to open up the position. I thought I could maybe do something on the king side, but I don't see how. I guess that's the queen side. Yeah, so you want something similar. Similar idea. I'd rather not play g6 because my light squares are suffering. And that's what I thought earlier, like he could just ignore this and what have I achieved? Okay. Well, I don't mind that. Okay, I'm running out of time here. Okay, I'm just going to bring the bishop. Maybe I create a battery. I don't mind knight c5 because I'll take and then I think I'm going to go knight e5 here. But I have a feeling he won't play this. I think he wants to build things up first somehow. Especially when he has more time. No, he does do it. And I will jump into here right away. Now, do I want d3? I don't know. Knights reign supreme in this position, I think. So here I'm threatening a fork. Bishop h6. Hurts a little bit. I've got, okay, let's take. Rook takes, maybe? I don't know. My bishop really sucks. Would this ever be any good? He just attacks. Okay, f6 though. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm scared of his knight. I don't like the knight versus bishop situation. I'm not a fan. Okay, just going to make him move. I would love it if he took my bishop. But he'd be insane too. Absolutely. Oh, I just dropped a pawn. Crap. That was mostly time induced. Didn't mean to do that. It's not the end of the world, but not ideal. That's just a pawn. And he has an active rook now. Yeah, it's really the Dutch. The Dutch is, oh, I'm lucky there. But yeah, I'm getting killed by the Dutch. I don't want to put it on a light square, but I will. And I'm low on the clock here. I've got all my pawns on light squares. Just getting crushed, the bishop versus knight. Okay, let's move that king away. This is just a terrible position for black. Brutal. What plan can I come up with here? Can't even move this bishop now. Can't even sack a pawn. Okay, this is an idea. Oh, but no, it's not. Oh, God. I can't. Okay, I can move the bishop. No, I can't. That's his whole ploy. Yeah, because my queen was quite overloaded there. If I moved the rook, he was going to take this, right? And then mate. So that's why I put the rook on b8. So I think I might move the bishop next. And I can just keep... Because then I want to play this. And then maybe I can attack that pawn or some type of miracle. Yeah. So let's proceed with that plan. Very low on the clock here. So I'm looking at g3. If he pushes, then maybe rook g. Oh, I can't do rook g3 or rook g4. But then I don't know. Maybe it's not good. It's just an idea. Maybe I go here. That does win a pawn, but it drops my bishop. Okay, so maybe we go here. Is this his plan? I've got a6 then maybe. Yeah, so his plan now is if my queen is like somewhere else, he can take on f6, and if I take, there's going to be mate. So I would either need to bring in the other rook to defend. Yeah, I was going to go a6 here or nothing. I can't take, obviously. Probably do... Well, is this a threat if I do nothing? Yeah, it is. So I think I have to go a6. And then he's going to bring in the other rook and just humiliate me. Maybe I have king a7 there. Because takes. He does have here. Or yeah, he's coming in. Yeah, so again, okay, so let me think. So if he takes those to rook, yeah. If I take those to this check, which looks scary. Okay, so if I go king a7, knight f3 takes. Okay, I think I can do this. Oh, I got no time too. Oh man, rough game. It was the bishop versus knight. That was the tail of the tape here. Can you afford to do that? I don't think so. Okay, so I just move the bishop back and forth. Not really the best square to do it. I guess I could move the rook back, this rook back and forth. Maybe even here. There's this check. Yeah, that then yeah, that's a problem here, right? So yeah, we don't, so maybe I just have to go like this. Yeah, rook d8 and rook e8. We've got no time on the clock. I just have to hope that he like over pushes here. This is all White's game though. I'm on life support. I'm just reacting every move. Wonder if I could target this F pawn. Like here. Is that possible? Looks like it might be possible, right? I don't know if I care about that so much. Could I target that C pawn, not F pawn? Could I target that C pawn? That's the question here. I would have to take. And then queen takes is getting very messy. Okay, he doesn't want that. So my rook, this rook always has to stay in the back rank. This can't move. He wants that. And then I'm in zugzwang is his idea. I can still move this rook though, side to side. I can still do that. "56 seconds is going to flag here. So this is going to be my defense, and it's up to him to flag me or push. If that is his master plan, might work. Because push this. Could I ever take there? That's what he's thinking. I don't know. He might be able to, and I don't know which pawn to take it with. Probably I'll take it with the F pawn, but it's very, very scary because even F3. See? F3 though. Or C6, I mean, sorry. If I take this C6, I can't take it with the pawn. I'm getting mated here. So I think I would have to take it with the with this pawn, but that looks very bad. I think I'm lost here. What if I did nothing? I can't do nothing. I might have to put the queen here, maybe. but there's still big problems. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna equal in the clock now. But this is very bad for me here. He wants a draw. I'll take the draw. It's too risky. Okay, come on. He couldn't find a way. Yeah, I don't know. I think he can just play b5. I think I have to go AB. But that looks very bad for me, doesn't it? Maybe not. I guess I just go AB, right? Yeah, I just go AB. But yeah, I'm not going to try to play that out. It's way too dangerous for me. It's all downhill. So I'm happy with the draw. held the defense on that. Let's see what the engine has to say. So the only thing I'm just curious about the opening a little bit, because the rest of the game kind of played itself. Okay, but Lichess might be having troubles. So I'll just jump to the position that I was curious about. Yeah, and he seemed to know what he was doing. And he was completely winning. He had +5. +5 there. God, this looks like Bart Simpson. I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. Yeah, he was just completely winning. Completely winning. Wow, I got slaughtered there. So I held okay in the opening for 12 moves, and then it was all downhill from there. So this was all fine. King b8 was fine. It didn't like g5, so that was the first move it didn't really like from me. Although, was there something else here? So king b8 was okay, but it's... Let's have the computer play. I'm curious what the idea is. It would have been similar. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. I played king b8. But instead of g5, yeah, it wants knight e7. But I didn't know what to do here. And then, oh, does it want to go here? Let's see. I'm having the computer play itself. Or to d4 or e4, I mean. Or just it wants to expand on the king side. Or center. Okay, so it's a tough position to play. I mean, that was a computer playing. But yeah, it didn't like g5 because of knight a4. So what if he had played knight a4 here? Oh, I didn't. Oh, he would just take it. Okay, so he really played the opening well. Kind of great. So this was okay, but I don't know. I didn't do anything super bad, but white was just better. I at this point, I hate my bishop, so this is already bad. Yeah, it's just a very tough position to play. I mean, I ended up trading my good bishop and my knight, and I ended up with a bishop. So I think that was the strategical problem, because I ended up with this bad bishop against a knight, which in a closed position will always be good. So I shouldn't have allowed knight a4 to trade off my good bishop for one thing, which is what happened. And then, yeah, then it's suggesting d4 here, which is a little scary to play. It would require some calculation, but we're opening up the bishop. Yeah, already this looks night and day here. So I think that was just the problem with the game. I ended up with a bad bishop against a knight. Okay, so I'm going to play another one. Okay, we have a 3-month-old account with 150 games, 1,700 blitz. I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared. I don't know. Okay. I timed out to play. I don't know. Okay, here's another account. There we go. An actual account. Pierre, it's one of my most hated openings to play against. Top 3, maybe. Still think on move number 2 from black. It's playing very slow. He has a 5-bar connection. I will try to play quick then. Okay. I actually like endgames. I'm going to go to an endgame on this one. I think knight f3 might have been better. But I tend to do pretty decent in endgames. Okay, so I guess knight f3. I don't know, this bishop g5. I almost want to play f3. Or maybe bishop g5. Would that make sense? Knight bd, knight bd7 maybe. I don't know. Castling would probably be good there. There is h6, but I'd be pretty okay with that. Actually, I could have just taken the knight. Okay, so that's an interesting move too. I think I'm going to castle, because why not? If bishop d6, then maybe knight d5. Yeah, so knight d5 is knight bd7. What about bishop c4? He castles. I could just take, actually, taking knight d5. Then he plays f5. Is that his only move? No, he has knight e7 again. Knight d7. Okay, I don't want to do that. I could attack knight f3 castles. No, I think I'm gonna develop. So knight f3. If knight d7, I don't know. Maybe knight d5. Yeah, so I think on move 3, normally I play knight f3 because of this. White doesn't really have much. But I felt like an endgame. What can I say? Or a queenless middle game. However you want to do it. I keep leaning here because I'm so full of food. Okay, so I'm surprised you played knight c6 because knight d5 looks strong, right? Or again, taking on f6 first. and then knight d5. Because I think that just wins a pawn. No, I guess he could play f4 because he can't go here because of we win at least the exchange. So bishop f6, gf, knight d5, and then I think he has to go f5, which might be perfectly fine. I think it would be fine, unfortunately. He would have f5 there. Okay, well, why can't I just switch the move order, knight d5 first? And that should work, right? Am I insane? I feel like I'm insane here. Because it should work. I'm really surprised he didn't play knight bd7. So that should yield us a pawn. And I could take either way, but this makes the most sense. So we shall do that. So we have a pawn, but he's got the bishop pair. So it's not, it doesn't mean a whole lot. If I go back to d5, actually, let's do that. Let's not overthink that one. Just bring it back while I can. If he castles kingside, then I don't know. Excuse me. This bishop needs a goal in life. Okay. A lot of ideas. There's c4. There's g3. There's knight h4. g3. There's bishop g4. Then I have knight f6, but that doesn't look so good. So g3, bishop g4. Could just go h3. Stops annoyances too of things like rook g4, which is actually pretty annoying. So maybe just h3. Simple, you know, don't overthink it. It doesn't stop the threat of rook g2 so that my bishop can't move, but I can always do that next move. Or knight h4. So castles, I presume. Okay. So I've got knight h4. Doesn't do a whole lot, as I said. Or g3. I think I'm just going to go g3. It should be okay. I need to be more confident and just play a little bit quicker. So castles now. Bishop g2 or bishop e2. Kind of prefer it here. Oh, I think I can take and then knight h4. I could just take on g6. He resigns. That was premature, man. Premature resignation. I don't know if rook g5 works because of f4. But it's not game over. Maybe it is. f3 here. Okay, so looking at this one again, yeah, I think knight f3 is best here, because I think black is actually pretty equal in this endgame, but I just felt like an endgame because I tend to do decent in most endgames. I don't know about a6, and I think knight c6 was bad. I don't know why he didn't play knight bd7, or he might have even had king e7, king e6. And yeah, so I took a pawn. It's probably only like +1 here, maybe slightly more. h3 probably not best, but yeah. And then f5 was just bad because I have knight h4. So that was only 16 moves. Let's take a look at that with the engine. Pretty good. I'll take that. No inaccuracies. I'm only curious about move 3 or 4 here. Yeah, so it's exactly as I thought. It's taking is fine, but I think it's not optimal. And if you look at my win rate here for D takes, it's only 4 games, small sample size, but I won 3 out of 4 games. I think my end games are decent. I think I'm going to end it there, folks, just because chat is kind of dead, and it's a 2-hour mark into my stream, usually a decent time to end it. So as a recap, it took me about 30 minutes to do my puzzle streak of 39. Then I had some bad games for the most part. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. I've been sneezing all day. I'm not sick, but I don't know. Maybe I need to vacuum or something. Yeah, so the first game was a Dutch, which I think I just ran out of time. Wait, was that? Not a Dutch. It was an Alapin, but I think I just ran out of time. I think the first couple of games I just ran out of time. Yeah. Oh no, I was up at night and then I dropped the night because I was low on time. So I just played too slow that game. Second game was a Dutch, and this one, I played pretty well, but then the rook f6. Oh yeah, so I could have taken on f4 a few times, which I knew about, but I was too scared. And then I played too slow again. I on moves that didn't matter. Time management was not good, and then I just got into time trouble. And then this other game was a win. So those other 2 games were losses, and then oh yeah, this was a good game. I could have played f5 earlier, but this was a pretty strong game that I won. And then the game that I just played, I think, no, then there's this, I played a lot of games in this session. Oh yeah, and then there's this other Dutch. This is the Raphael variation, which I always have trouble with. And I played pretty well, but I think my strategical mistake was trading off 2 pieces and leaving my bad bishop, only my bad bishop. So I traded off those pieces and I'm just left with this bad bishop. That was strategically bad. And then the game I just played, well, this quick, it was this miniature of this endgame. So as a net, did I finish in the red? I think, yeah, I finished down 1 point, which isn't too bad, but I need to gain me some points soon. That's today's stream. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.